you so much, guys, and thanks for being so patient with us here as we've been getting set up and waiting for all of our contestants. In fact, 2 of them are late, so we may end up having to take our 2 substitutes out if they show up. But most of them are here, and they should be, because tonight is our final in the 4th annual Reach for the Pot tournament, the world's only cannabis game show. There's nothing like this that happens certainly anywhere else, at least not on an ongoing basis in any shape or form. And again, this is the 4th time we've had a tournament with 8 teams and 32 players that have played off through quarterfinals and semifinals. And tonight we have the final 2 teams of the original 8 to play off against each other. One will stand at the end, and we don't have them here tonight. They should be here next week. But we actually have trophy personal bongs for the winning team. Each bong will say Champs 2008, Reach for the Pot, and the person's name. And all 4 of them will be here next week, hopefully to be received by the 4 winners if they're all here. And in fact, I should also remind everybody that next week is our last Hempology meeting for the summer, and we're going off with a bang. We are going to be having basically we're calling our Cannabis Olympics next week. We're going to be having our pipe contest, our bong contest, our t-shirt contest, our art contest, our song and poem contest, and finally our joint rolling contest. I have our joint rolling belt that we give to the champion every year, and it's something that you really have to see to believe. But in order to be in that, you have to bring your own half gram, and you roll it with everyone else, and we test each other's rolling job to see how well people did. And we take it from there. So again, all of our contests are next week, and then that's it for the summer. We won't be back here until next May, and then there are a whole bunch of other events. I'll talk about them for the next little while here. And but in the meantime, we got a show to pull off. So again, this is our final. The 2 teams tonight are Peanuts Crew against the Green Herd. And so I'll explain the way that the game works. In fact, I'm not even sure if James or Mark have even played the game before, have you? So holy cow, these guys are jumping in with both feet. So here's how the game works. There's 10 chances to get points. 8 times I'll ask a question, and if you know the answer to that, the way you hit the buzzer is by clapping. As soon as you clap, I'm going to come over and you got to tell me what the answer is. You can't talk to your teammates anymore, think about it anymore. You can do that before you clap. So, you should probably, check with somebody if you're not sure on your team, and then if you think you got the right answer, again, clap. If you get it right the first time, it's worth 20 points. If you don't, the other team gets a guess for 20 points as well. If no one gets it right the first time, you get another chance for 10 points. I try to give you some hints if I can. If no one gets the 10 points, we do multiple choice for 5. And I can explain that when we get there. It's fairly simple. The rest of the game, I pretty much make it up as we go along. That's kind of how things go. But really, that's mostly good enough, we've found. And so, here we go.
Hey, dog! Hey, dog!
Tonight's first question in each week, we start off with a question that's about Hempology 101 or our sister club, the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. For over 12 years now, I've been selling cannabis products to people with permanent physical disabilities and diseases. And that club has grown from something that just started in a van. All this work I do just started in a van. And now we've got 2,300 sick people that come to our store on Johnson Street, and there's a whole crew of people that are helping in the store, and even more that are growing pot like right now. They're trimming, they're planting, they're watering, they're working really, really hard. And some of them will be watching this game on the internet, to be sure. But yeah, that's sort of the 2 things that I do. And again, I've been doing this 12 or 13 years now. In fact, this September will be our 13th anniversary for Hempology 101. So our next real big event, aside from next week, will be the first Wednesday in September. If you guys saw Herb yesterday, our new cannabis mascot here in Victoria, it was a lot of fun having Herb out. Herb's next appearance will be the first Wednesday in September, where he'll be at City Hall, and we're going to march to the Parliament buildings, and we'll get our picture taken with Herb in a great big group at the Parliament. So it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun for sure. Again, the first Wednesday evening in September is when that event is going to go down. And between all the various events that we do annually and the work of the Buyers Club, I've become almost, you could say, I may have to say, a celebrity. And I only say that partly because of what happened to me last November, because it really freaked me out. You may have heard, I think right around the time that Hempology's, the weekly meetings ended last November, my email accounts were taken over, and fake emails were sent out around town to various media and other people. Doc got one in Spain, and all sorts of friends and people that I know got this email saying that I basically, was almost been arrested in Nigeria, and I needed money, or else I was not going to be let free, and it was really hilarious. I didn't bring any of the information from there because it's kind of embarrassing, but I thought we could make a really great question out of it. The question is, within $100, how much did my email say I needed in Nigeria? Steve, how much? No, it wasn't 500. No, it wasn't 500. So Tim, how much was it?
I think it was 2,400.
2,400. No, it wasn't. I said within $100. It's between 500 and 2,400. So, he just beat you to the clap over here. What's your guess? 1,500. No, it wasn't. So, Anthony, 10 points. Dead on, 2,000, buddy. There it is. Peanuts Crew is on the table with 10 points. They said if I didn't get $2,000 sent to me in Nigeria, that I'd never see the light of day again. And yeah, it was kind of funny, but kind of weird too, because I not only got a huge article in the Times columnist, but I was on both TV channels. I was on CBC Radio. I received more media over this bad email and the fact my email accounts changed than I've had for almost any single event since being arrested 8 years ago. It's kind of bizarre, but that seemed to be the way that went. So anyway, it was a headache at the time, but it was worth 10 points to Anthony and Peanuts Crew right there. So at least somebody got something out of that whole event. So here we go. The game is definitely on. So tonight's second question is my sort of personality question. I've come up with this one lately where I'll ask people, in this case, who does Harold Callant work for? Harold Callant. Does any one of our contestants know what organization Harold Callant works for? For 20 big fat points, Ryan feels like he's guessing. Who does he work for? The Green Cross. No, that's one of my multiple choice options, but he does not work for the Green Cross. In fact, well, I can't give out any hints. That was close. 20 points. No hints. Take a shot if you don't know. If you don't clap, you don't get it. You know that rule. Okay, what's your guess? Health Canada. Dr. Harold Callant is Health Canada's sort of top researcher. He's this 80-year-old kind of fossil who's done tons of research on all these bad effects of cannabis and tried to prove every negative thing possible about the plant, and really has a very narrow view of this. And we've kind of battled him in court many occasions. He's been an expert witness for Health Canada in many court cases, including Terry Parker's case, and he was again representing the government in Health Canada. And they ruled against the government in Terry Parker's case and created the medical marijuana access regulations. He's also been an expert witness